it's on.
It is on. Looks like it's all back to front there. Don't know. Anyway, coming over here. I'm sitting down. Well, welcome back to my YouTube channel, folks. Here's Greg and I again in the Adelaide Botanical Gardens. You wouldn't get a better place than this, and there's beautiful autumn leaves everywhere. And we're going to record another wonderful instructional video or two showing Greg how to do photography. Isn't that exciting? We're here for the second week in a row. As I said, this is the second video of a series, and it still could be the last one. Anyway, we come very professional today, as you saw in that little close-up there. So what we do here, just don't get your nose anywhere near here, Greg.
Right.
Okay, so we go lights, action, camera. Okay, should we do it again? That was take one, we'll do it again.
All right, yeah, do it again, of course.
You go, lights, camera, action.
Lights, camera, action. Away we go.
And again, I like the sound of it.
Yeah, do you?
Yep.
Lights, action, camera. You dropped it before, you should have then.
I should have. Do you know why we do it?
No, I've got no idea, no.
I don't know that I have either, but it's something to do with synchronising the sound.
Oh, is that what
Which
it is?
there's not much is synchronised on this channel at all, as you might gather.
No.
I've just filmed a little bit of Greg walking in with the trolley down here, which you saw before, into the park, which I got from my neighbours across the road who actually produce these things in Australia, and they sell them, and they've been going fantastic. They're called Cart-A-Lot, and it's very good to when you go on photography excursions to cart these things around. Yep, we might show you that again in a minute. Anyway, let's put this down and get on with things. So Greg, what did you discover just a minute ago?
I can't say I discovered anything.
What?
What was I supposed to look at?
I'll give you a clue.
What?
It's not rag.
Handkerchief?
Yeah, what did you discover?
Oh! Gus, you said, hey, today happens to be Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and I thought I had a little sniffle, and I thought I'll get my handkerchief out. And look at that. It's actually got Friday.
It says Friday on it. Look,
Friday written on my...
Look at that. And as the Easy Beats used to sing, Greg's got Friday on his mind. He's had it on all day.
That's
there you
right.
go. But
There
put
you
that
go.
away. We don't need that.
See how he confuses me. He throws these things in. I don't know what he's going to say next. Yes.
Anyway, we had fun last time in the wetlands where we were last week on Friday, and we're going to, this is a beautiful place here, we're going to do a bit of a photo walk here afterwards, and we're going to talk about a few things. We might talk about some, whoops, what's this one here? This one's got a film in it. This is a bit like the Holga lomography cameras. This one is called a Adastra. There you go. And we might talk about this. This is, Greg, this is what they use for what they call lomography.
Is that right, Jeff?
Can you repeat that word?
Lomography.
Lomography, that's it. And you know what lomography is?
No idea, Jeff.
Lomography is when you have a camera that is pretty much, not much of a camera. They used to get these in Christmas stockings when I was a kid. And but a lot of people like to use them to take artistic photos because you haven't got much control over what you're doing here. In fact, I might take a photo of that looking up there.
Yes.
I can press this button here, take a photo of the phone up there filming us, and then you just wind it on. You've got to wind it on until you see in the window here.
The next number.
I'll just show up here for the...
like that when I was a boy.
You had one like that when you were a
50
kid.
years ago, yeah.
So I'll just show this up
Look
here
at that.
to the viewers at home if we can.
Oh, okay.
So when we get the next number, that was number 4 shot. That's still in the middle there. Oh no, sorry. That's number 8. So that must have been number 7 shot. So now we're ready to take shot number 8. That's a 120 film in there. So we might use that a little bit as we walk around. But I like inventing. We were talking about it on the way here. I like playing with words a bit, and lomography I think is after a man called Lomo who invented this whole thing of these substandard type cameras, which people use them for art. Some people even use them in weddings, these things, to get an artistic, usually there's light let in and it's blurry, you can't focus it properly, it might not be exposed properly, and you get a square picture, but people love the fact that it's not perfect. You see so much stuff on YouTube these days that's perfect, but these things, they don't give you a perfect shot at all. Anyway, someone come up with this idea of lomography. I invented another one last night when I was lying in bed lying in bed this morning, and I couldn't sleep. And you think of things like this when you can't sleep. And I come up with, do you do that? You do that? Anyway.
No, I've never heard of lomography.
You've never heard of lomography. Well, now you know. You know what lomography is, and so do those people out there.
Oh,
most of them probably do.
good work,
However,
Jeff.
I come up with one called lobography. Lobography. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I've not heard of that one either.
I doubt that anyone else has.
No,
And
that's because you just made it up.
I invented it. And tell me, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think lobography might be? Well, I'll give you a clue. Dean Semler. Does that ring a bell with you? Dean Semler?
Oh, he's a sporting person in Adelaide, Dean Semler.
Is
Am I right?
No, no.
Oh, see?
No, Dean Semler comes from Renmark, the town where my wife comes from, and he's even got a street named after him up there. This is a clue to work out what lobography is, or lobography, is that what I said? Anyway, he won an Academy Award for his cinematography in the film called Dances with Wolves. Dances with Wolves, have you seen that? Fantastic movie, and he did some amazing photography in that. But Lobo actually is the name of a Mexican grey wolf. It's quite rare these days. And so Lobo is quite often given to most wolves and it's, I think, it's a Mexican word, it could even be Spanish. But so I thought lobography would be people who pursue the photography of wolves.
Oh,
now you heard it first here.
Dean Semler did.
He did. He took photos of wolves, dancing wolves actually.
Yeah.
And that was fantastic. And then I've come up with, if you're readers of my actual blog, I also came up with another word a few years ago, which people probably have pinched from me by now. But you know, bird watchers are called twitchers. So what are photographers that photograph birds? Twitchographers. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes, it does, Jeff. It
Anyway,
makes sense. Yeah.
enough of this nonsense, okay? Well, it's not nonsense, it's very informative, this is. So, okay. You with me?
Yeah, yes,
Hanging off every word?
I'm hanging off every word, Jeff. I'm ready for the next step in this process that you are pursuing.
Okay. Do I
Yes.
look better with my hat off or on? What do you think?
Probably off.
I should have bought one for you. Put your
No, we should both.
No, we should both have grey hair.
When you got a hat on, you can't see your face because you got your sunglasses on.
So in the bag today, folks, down here, this is my Canon 400D, which I have done a review of this camera, amongst others, on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to try and teach Greg how to use the 400D today. Last week he had his point and shoot film camera, and he got some shots back from that he took on Kangaroo Island. They come out really well, so we know that that's a good camera. He might take a few more shots with that today, but I'm going to try and show him how to use this, because for students of photography, this doesn't have video on it. It's a Canon 400D, but it's got all the proper settings that you have on a film SLR camera: program, manual, aperture priority, shutter priority, all that stuff, and you can set it manually. And so we're going to have a go with this, probably just using program, so Greg can get the feel of it. And we're going to wander around here in a minute and he can take photos, because we've got quite a few shots left on here at the moment. I'm going to turn it on. We've got 391 photos that he can take. Last week he was limited to a handful. So we're going to show him how to use that. Just turn that off for the moment. And also, what else have we got here? Whether we use all these things is another question or not. But I bought this, and I'll do a review on this one day. If I can get this off. Why won't that come off, Greg?
I don't know, Jeff.
It's jammed on, I think. Ah, now we've got it. This is the Minolta XGM, a beautiful little SLR camera. and I've got some film in that, and I'm going to take some shots with that today too. And we've also got another camera here. Apart from a Pentax and a Canon digital SLR we've got in the bag there as well. But this one here is a Kodak Retina 1A. And this hasn't got any film in it. But if we get time, in a second video today, I might show Greg how to load that and how we use that. But that might be a bit ambitious. So anyway, I'm just going to stop for a second while I grab hold of this camera, the Canon 400D. No, why should I stop? I'm on a roll, really. So here we have it. Now, Greg.
Yes, Jeff.
Perhaps we should come up here and I'll show you what you do with this camera. First of all, have a look through the viewfinder. Now this has got autofocus, and we turn it on, and to focus it, if you point the little square in the middle of the viewfinder on that phone up there, you might be able to focus it. So just have a look. We've got it set on program at the moment, and we've got it on 400 ISO. Just remember that, it's important. Okay, so have a look through that viewfinder there. It's going to be autofocus, auto everything.
Yes.
Can you see us up there?
Yes, I can.
Okay, take a shot. Press the button up the top.
Which one?
This one up here.
That one?
Yeah, that one there. You press it all the way down. What's going on?
Well, where?
Hang on a second. What are you pressing?
I'm pressing.
No, this one here.
Well,
That one there, the silver one. You don't press the dial, the program
You never
dial.
told me this before we started.
He is a novice.
I've never seen that camera before.
See, we're not kidding, folks.
And you
Greg is
don't-
a novice, and that's the beauty of this series. You are going to see, and there are lots of people out there that are probably worse than Greg at this, going to see from go to woe how to do photography. And
Right.
that knob
Yeah.
there, that silver knob there, is
Well-
what you press. Okay.
Well, thank you for showing me, Jeff. Why didn't you show me that before?
I thought I had, but you see,
didn't show
see
me
when
the
you
right-
know when you know what you're doing, you make too many
He
assumptions.
didn't tell me
and
which
when you're
knob.
teaching people, you can't make assumptions. So have a look and see if you can get that in the middle with that little square in there.
Ladies and
Press
gentlemen, he
it down.
forgot to tell me which knob to press.
Okay, do we
That
get a shot?
time at work,
Let's have a look and see what we've got
because
on
you
the
told
back.
me the right knob.
Okay, now to see it, we press this knob here, this one little knob here.
Oh, is that
See,
right?
there's the picture of the phone way up there in the
Oh,
trees.
that-
Now what I want you to do now, Greg, is I want you to come in here close, up to about here, and do the same process again. But you should get a little red light should come in the camera there. Hang on, we'll just shift this bag here. Wait a minute. Just shift this. Okay, I want you to come up close to that. Might have to crouch a little bit, so because that's on an angle, isn't it? Hang on, wait a minute. We can do a selfie here, okay? So you got it in. Yeah, you just press it so that it focuses. There's a little red light should come on. Just press it down.
I did.
Did it go off? Yeah, it did. Look,
Made
there
a-
it is. Look,
made a noise.
Look, it did. Look at that. Hang on. Let's have a look. Fantastic. Look at that. He's now a fully qualified digital photographer.
Oh, dear.
He could come and do a wedding with me, actually,
Yeah.
on the basis of that.
Is that right?
That's all my wife knew when she used to come and help me.
Yeah.
Mind you, I didn't charge people for that. So there you go. That's all you do with this. When you set it in program mode, you've got to be a little bit careful about the light. We've got good light out here, but under there where it's a bit dark, we might have to change things a bit. But basically, I'm going to take the shot now.
Good work.
Okay. Look at that. Come out too. So, we're up and running. Well, we're not running because neither of us can run anymore.
No.
And I'm waiting for a hip operation.
My knees don't work.
His knees don't work. Anyway, put this around your neck, okay?
What about mine then?
We'll
Do I
take that off.
take
We'll put that in the
What?
we'll put that in the bag.
put that in the
thing.
bag? All right.
Put that in
Good
there.
work.
So we're going to. I'll just stop this now because we're going to go on a photo walk, and Greg's going to be using that. We might swap lenses. We're going to see what we can see in the beautiful Adelaide Botanical Gardens. You okay with that? Good.